Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Assets. Welcome back to Ultimo Gallos Weekly Wrestling Wrap. This is the bonus episode because my insomnia is just flaring up bad. So when I can't sleep, what I do? I watch. The goatee is just getting wild here. Run along and get this thing. If I only get tired and just chop it all off. But so since the last one I went up, I've gotten one of my weekly shows to watch and two independent big events. So I got a few little items I might show off here. I ain't made them mine yet, so let's get started here. We're going to start off with the show. It's Ring of Honor, episode 423. Since we went to the new format, we've been getting like 2 matches a week. We got 3 this week. Start off with an 8-man tag. We got Cheeseburger, Silas Young, Rhett Titus, and Joe Hendry versus Kenny King, Jeff Cobb, Josh Woods, and Brian Johnson. I don't know who Brian Johnson is. Ain't that the guy from Clark's that's like, from Kevin Smith's, the guy with the crazy beard that runs the comic shop? I don't know. And I wish Renard put the names of each member of each team on the screen. They don't, because it took me forever to figure out who Brian Johnson was. Like, oh, the bald guy. That doesn't stand out anyway because he's balding and got a beard and he's a white guy and just playing tights. There's nothing about him stands out. And I'm really hoping this 8-man tag was going to be good because us going in, all I knew is there's going to be an 8-man tag and there's a women's match, and the women in Ring of Honor are not good. They just really aren't. You end up getting some really cool power spots from Jeff Cobb. And I feel that Ring of Honor is really building up Cobb for like a world title run sometimes, which is kind of smart because I think everybody pretty much suspects once his contract's up, he's going to AEW or WWE. And I really hope if he does that he goes to AEW because at least then I will see him when he shows up on AEW Dark because I've given up on Dynamite. Whereas if he went to WWE, I'm not going to see him. I don't watch any WWE product. I tried watching NXT and just, even when there was guys I enjoyed watching, it just wasn't catching me. And just too much WWE does that I disagree with. I don't want any money, any ratings, anything coming from me to them. And that's one thing I want to point out. If you hate WWE, you're still paying that $10 a month for the network, you're defeating your hatred. Yeah. Or if you hate it and you still watch it every week, what's up with that? And I see people do something, oh, I hate Raw. Raw sucks. And next month they're still sitting there watching it. I don't get it. It might be a generational thing, this hate watching thing. If I hate something, I don't watch it. I don't read it. I don't listen to it. Johnson, once I found out his name, he appears to have some issues with Kenny King. He's being a dick to his teammates. It ends up hurting him because he's telling his teammates he don't need them. I don't need you. I don't need you. And while he's doing that, Cheeseburger manages to crawl the other corner and guy crawls. Sorry, not Cheeseburger. Somebody crawls the other corner and tags in Cheeseburger, and Cheeseburger comes in and cleans house, and that's hilarious. Watching Cheeseburger clean house. I mean, Cheeseburger, weighs what, $110. Well, 15 minutes in the show, we get the segment where each one of the 8 guys gets to show off for a few seconds, show what they can do, which is always great and cool to see. And with our all out match, Jeff Cobb comes back in. It looks like he's getting face off against Joe Hendry. And Cheeseburger and Red Titus both attack Cobb. Cobb just grabs him and hits both of them at the same time with a pump handle slam. It just blows my mind how strong Jeff Cobb is. I mean, the dude's not real tall. He's just a big guy, just a power lifter. And then a few minutes later, there's this really nice Hendry and Cobb just running close on something. Both hit each other at the same time, knock each other out. And Josh Woods ends up getting the pin on Silas Young after Kenny King gets cocky and pretty much almost costs his team the match. 3 out of 5. Good match, above average. Then we get our second match, which I wouldn't expect. This first started, I was like, okay, is this going to be your clip match? Why are they doing this as their clip? They usually feel like parts of a match. You got the bouncers, which is Ron Milianis, the Bear City Bruiser. He used to wrestle as Den T. Moore. Yeah. He's been around for quite a while. And they're taking on Slice Boogie. No idea who that is. And Chris Bay, who I know from Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, he's part of the, Platinum Club, I think. I've seen Chris Bay other place. He was on Ring Wars. He's an impressive guy. He's just so small and so skinny. It's hard to think he'd have any kind of put up in a fight against Beer City Bruiser and Milanis because both those guys are over 300. Bay ends up doing this really nice running knee strike he calls the Red Rum, and he smacks the hell out of I can't remember who he ends up hitting it on now. Then it's it's Beer City Bruiser. Then it's a really nice standing moonsault. I mean, like I said, he's really, he's so small. I mean, dude looks like he's maybe 4 inches taller than Marco Stunt and weighs the exact same amount. The bouncers didn't win with a leg drop off the second rip, like Beer City Bruiser's holding Bay up. Milanos comes out with the leg drop. It was an okay squash, but right now we're doing such a limited amount of matches on a TV show. I'd rather not see a squash 2 out of 5. I'd rather have seen like a more competitive match or just cut this match and give more time to one of the other 2 matches. Then we got our main event. And, as I said, I wasn't really looking forward to this at all because it just blows my mind. Ring of Honor, you have some of the best male wrestlers, but their women's division is just not good. It's actually, I'd say it's worse than AEW's, and that's pretty bad because AEW's women's division is just horrible. But we got, as the time of taping, the Winter of Honor champion, Angelina Love, she's taking on Jenny Rose and Sumi Siaki. Jenny Rose, I've seen a few times, she's okay, nothing special about her. Sumi used to be decent, but the wear and tear of wrestling for so long is really starting to show because I'm guessing Sumi's in her 40s. And like I said, one of these drawbacks of Ring of Honor filming so many TV episodes at once is that a lot of times you'll go into a match no one's going to win because, like, this match, this person's champion, but you already know that, in actual current time, somebody else has got the belt. You know who they want it off of, and that's what happened here. Match starts. Sumi and Jenny go shake hands with Love. Love refuses. I do like how Sumi's ring gear reminds me of something from the old comic Brother Power of the Geek. You may remember that. Probably not. It didn't last long. It's one of those where it was forgotten, and then they brought him back. He had a Vertigo run, maybe like a one-shot. And at least this match is going to be short. I look at the time, like, okay, this ain't going to be super long. And the weird thing about it is, okay, kind of compare and contrast Ring of Honor and AEW. AEW seems to really care about the women's division somewhat because they're got a lot of time. They're really pushing it, but then they don't have a lot of good women wrestlers, and they're pushing, like I said before, Shit Baker and Isla Rose, who aren't good enough to be getting the push they're getting. Whereas Ring of Honor, they just don't seem to care about their women's division at all. I mean, it's been what Sumi Siaki held the belt forever, then Kelly Klein held it for quite a while, and then Angelina Love, and I'm not blowing anything, but Kelly Klein's got it again. And I'm kind of surprised by that because I figured they wouldn't give it back to Kelly because I'm pretty sure, once Kelly's contract's up, she's probably going to AEW because she's married to her now, but she's with BJ Whitmer, and he works for Ring of Honor now. AEW now. Love ends up putting this really nice. Jenny Rose is kind of like knocked out outside the ring. He puts this really neat looking submission on Sumi using like her legs and an arm, and it looks. I've never seen it before. I don't know what they call it. Who knows? Probably got some stupid name for it. And she got locked on dead center of the ring. Sumi looks like she's passed out. Finally, she manages to get her foot on the rope, and Love breaks the hold, and Sumi is out. So Love just go for the pin. No, she goes outside and thigh presses Jenny Rose. And I've seen Love before, before this, and her TNA run, she was the best wrestler in the Beautiful People. It was like her top, then way below her was Master Rain. At the very bottom was Velvet Sky and Von Erich girl Lacey. But Angelina Love just regressed, whereas Master Rain's actually gotten fairly decent. Sumi ends up hitting a Fisherman Buster suplex that should have gotten a pin, but don't. Gets 2. Jenny Rose hits a really nice choke slam on Sumi. Love breaks the pin. Love hits Jenny with the Botox injection. It was kind of like a super kick. What's up with everybody using super kicks? I mean, just too many people using them, especially as finishers. And they don't do them any different. They all look exactly the same. Love hits it on, Jenny Rose. Sumi breaks the pin. Mandy distracts Sumi, and Love hits a Botox injection on Sumi and gets the pin. And not the worst women's match I've seen this month, but not that good either. 2 out of 5. Overall, the show got a 2.34. I would have seen, I'd rather like the 8-man tag just got in the whole hour or something besides this women's match and that really bad squash. It just not a great episode. I mean, 2.34, that's below average. 2.5 is average. That's below average. Ring of Honor usually hits at least average. I will say this: I'm really enjoying Ian Riccaboni and Quinn McKay as the host. Commentary's good. I'm loving Brian Zane's from Wrestling Regret here on YouTube. I'm loving his little segments. He did top 5 toughest wrestlers in Ring of Honor. With Nigel McGuinness coming to number 1. I think it's like champions. I think it's top 5 champions. And then Dalton Castle comes out and somebody, you don't think I'm tough, blah, blah, blah. And that was kind of good. Now I'm going to go on to the 2 pay-per-view events, and I might show off some stuff from Wrestling Ledge after going along this run. So if you don't give a crap about older pay-per-views, not even pay-per-views, older wrestling events, just end it now. Or skip ahead towards the end. I don't know, whatever you feel like doing. Let's see, which one of these am I going to do? Should I do the oldest? Let's do the oldest. All right, this is from March 1st, 2006. So this is 13 years ago, over 13 years ago. This is IWA Mid-South. Yeah, I hear people, oh, we watched a deathmatch show. Not a deathmatch show. IWA Mid-South was not always death matches and hardcore. This show proved it. This show was, I don't think there was hardly any hardcore shit on here, really. This is the We're No Joke show. We start off with a tag match. It's Team Underground, which is Chandler McClure and Eric Priest versus Brain Damage and Range. And thankfully it's short because it was crap. And it's matches like this that gave IWA Mid-South a bad rep. I mean, well, that and Iron being super sleazy. Iron Rock, of course, runs it. Brain Damage never was worth a crap to Range. Team Underground should have just stayed underground. 1.5 out of 5. This next match, I saw the line. I'm like, okay, this actually sounds pretty good. You got it's a IWA Mid-South Women's Title / NWA Midwest Women's Title Tag Team Elimination Match. This is like we got Mickey Knuckles, the current at the time of this IWA Mid-South Women's Champion, and Mischief. Mischief is great. Mickey Knuckles is good. Taking on Daisy Hayes, who's the NWA Midwest Women's Champion, and Vanessa Craven. It's the first time Vanessa Craven appeared in IWA Mid-South, and she's really good. She's one of them. I'm surprised she don't get a lot more work in the States. I don't know. She's Canadian. Is there like an issue her coming over the border? You know, of course, Stacey Hayes is retired now. Nobody, I don't know what happened there. Mischief, last I heard, she's married to Mike Elgin, and she's working her regular job. Mickey Knuckles wrestles here and there, but not that often. I saw Mickey Knuckles on something recently. What was it? I don't remember now. This could have been good. All 4 ladies were good. This was like under 5 minutes. They really could have just dropped this match and opened the match with the card. Because IWA had a habit, especially back then, having like super long shows. So this show was like 3.5 hours. And, yeah. It just, I don't know. Ended up with Mickey ended up winning and having both belts. They merged the titles. I think the NWA Midwest, I don't remember there being like an NWA Midwest. I think the title might have been made up. Who knows? Daisy was a champ doing that. But, yeah. 2 out of 5. Now we got an IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight #1 Contenders 9-man tables, ladders, and chairs and gauntlet match. And it's kind of like Rumble style. People come in, somebody get eliminated, next person comes in. You got Darren Corbin, not Baron Corbin, Darren Corbin, Billy Rock, Chuck Taylor, of course you know him from AEW. Dave and Jake Christ, which Irish Airborne, you know, a lot of people, more people now know him from Impact. Merrick Brave, who's the first person out. Ricochet, you know, WWE superstar Ricochet, Lucha Underground. It was, 13 years ago, Ricochet was a young man just starting out. Trick Davis, yeah. Then you got the second person to come out. The first 2 in the ring, of course, was Merrick Brave, and then this little person named Tyler Black. You might know him as Seth Rollins. I'm just going to go down the eliminations. Tyler Blackman's eliminating Billy Rock. Merrick Brave eliminates himself. Dave Chris eliminates Ricochet. Darren Corbin eliminates Chuck Taylor. Tyler Black eliminates both the Crest. And then Corbin eliminates Black and Davis to win. Pretty good little match. It should have been the first match. And I see guys like, Chuck Taylor, the Chris, Ricochet, and Seth Rollins years before they became well known. Seth Rollins looks like he's like 17 years old now, so I know he was fairly young. Good match, 3 out of 5, worth watching. And then we get a 6-man tag match, which is the Iron Saints, which is Brandon, Sal, and Vito Tomaselli. Taking on Eddie Kingston, Larry Sweeney, RIP, sir, and Spike Dudley, but he's not wrestling Spike, he's like Mike Hayan or something, whatever his real name is. Never really much of a fan of the Thomas Sullies, but I love Kingston. I love Spike. I love Larry Sweeney. This match went way too long. That was one of the drawbacks I did because a lot of times matches that really shouldn't have went long end up going long, and this one went like 5 minutes way longer. It should have been 2 out of 5. Up next, we got Josh Abercrombie. Probably best known outside IWA Mid-South. He wrestled in Wrestling Society X as part of the Trailer Park Boys team with Spider Nate, managed by is it Johnny Webb? And he was going by Josh Jug Raymond or something like this. Good wrestler. Really good wrestler. I don't know what happened with him. And Ruckus, he's taking on Ruckus. And Ruckus is one of those guys with the right opponent, he could be okay. This just didn't work out real well. 2 out of 5. Then we got Iron Rotten taking on somebody named Kevin Steen. Y'all might know him as Kevin Owens now in WWE. This is back when 2006. He was just right. This is when he's really starting to get into working in the States. And Iron can actually wrestle. I mean, he's best known for the hardcore deathmatch stuff, but dude can actually wrestle. It's just he realized early on the deathmatch hardcore stuff is what brought people into the show. And more people there, more money he made, so he did a lot more of that. Okay, match. I was expecting a bit more, but for all the people that think Iron can't wrestle, well, this is a match that proves he can. I mean, sure, he's best known for being the hardcore stuff, being Sleazer and Al Goldstein, but good little match. Went the right lean. 2.5 out of 5. Could have been better, but it wasn't bad. Then we get Delirious taking on El Generico. I remember back when Delirious was a good wrestler, not one of the main reasons why Ring of Honor is so stagnant now. Good matchup because both guys have real similar styles, kind of that mixture of like American Independent and Lucha Libre. It's odd because back during this time frame, I was not a fan of El Generico. I didn't like the gimmick. I didn't think he was that impressive. But then once I got to WWE with NXT, I started watching. I'm like, okay, this dude's really good. I went back and watching this old stuff now. I'm really enjoying it. What sucks is that in his WWE career, since he left NXT, he's either been injured or spinning like it feels like he's just spinning his wheels. And so because the dude's got, he's got a lot of talent, but I think he has a habit of running his mouth at the wrong time and getting injured. I don't think he's ever going to make it anywhere in WWE. He's one of the guys that if they ever cut him, I'd be happy because he gives some results and really make a name for himself. But Delirious ends up winning 3 out of 5. Not a bad match. And then we get kind of match that IWA was coming up for us. Toby Klein taking on Tank. Klein is decent hardcore death matches. Tank just sucks at anything. This match has just been cut. It was not good. 1.5 out of 5. Then we get, which is probably, this is the best match. Necro Butcher taking on Low-Ki. And I've come around on Low-Ki. I used to not be a Low-Ki fan, but he's won me over with his performances in LW. And I've gotten where I'm watching his older stuff. I'm really enjoying it now. I just didn't enjoy it as much back then. I don't know. Maybe my views on wrestling have changed. But, right below where I wrote down the match, I just got the word stiff in all caps like 4 times. That's what it is. This is just super stiff. People either don't know or forget that Necro Butcher could do a lot more than just hardcore. He had a great match with Smojo that sadly is forgotten or unknown. This is another great Necro match. It isn't a hardcore match. It's just two guys stiffing the living shit out of each other for about 20 minutes. If anything, this match right here is worth tracking out the showdown for. Just see this. Really good. Low-Ki ends up winning. 3.5 out of 5. Really good match. And then we get our main event. This will be Chris Hero taking on Milano Collection AT. I was like, wow, I went and looked. I was like, man, has it been almost 10 years since Milano Collection AT retired? I mean, if he's still wrestling, it ain't anywhere that cage match is picking up. This is from back in the time when Chris Hero was having amazing matches that sadly most fans did not see because people at the time thought all IWA Mid-South Wales was death matches. This is a really good back and forth match. It shocks me that WWE had Hero under contract and let him just kind of rot in NXT. Then they released him. He goes out in the Indies and has just like amazing matches. And they bring him back and basically they tell him, okay, you're just going to stick around NXT. You're going to be a player coach. We're not bringing you up to the main roster because we think you're fat. And dude's put on some weight, but dude's like 6'5". And he's got a unique look. And they're just like, hey, we're just going to keep you down here in NXT. Maybe now when NXT be on USA, they'll use Hero right. More people see how damn good he is. But I don't expect that to happen. Good match. Chris Hero ends up winning 3 out of 5. And I did not do a show thing for this. All right, give me a couple seconds. Let's see how I do the math here. 3, 6.5, 7, 8, 11, 13.5, 15.5, 17.5, 20.5, 22.5, 23, 24. I'm sorry about that. I was not prepared. 20, come on. 24 divided by how many matches was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Divided by 10. All right, 2.4. That's not, I mean, it's below average, but there's a couple matches on here that really make this stand out. That's like, you really need to see those. And then we got our final. And you're going to think I'm a little odd for doing it this way, but I watched Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Battle of Los Angeles 2018 because it just recently hit hotspots. One issue with hotspots, one issue with Pro Wrestling Guerrilla for me is they don't stream anything. You got to get them on DVD. You can get them streaming. It's like a year later on hotspots. I understand why. It's because the talent they use, a lot of them, they cannot, if they live stream, they could use a lot of their talent. But I understand a year later, 6 months would be cool. I mean, this 2019 bowl would just happen. But I watched night 3. I didn't watch first 2 nights. I didn't have time. Each show was like 3 hours. I ain't spending 9 hours. I ain't that in something yet. So we'll start with the round 2 match. First match of the night, round 2 match. Trevor Lee taking on Brody King. And Lee is a guy I've enjoyed watching for years now. CWF, Mid Atlantic, and an Impact. Now he's in NXT. Brody King has a little bit of an MLW and now Ring of Honor. Nice longish match. Like how Lee uses speed and more experience to overcome Brody's size and power advantage. And I love Trevor making fun of Brody's appearance, asking him if he thinks he's going to a good Charlotte concert. That was great. Match really makes me wish Trevor hadn't signed W, and that's selfish of me because, I mean, dude's got a chance to make way more money than he'd make anyplace else. I'd rather him not sign there just so I can see him wrestle more. It's kind of selfish of me. I hate that part. I hate that when I get like that, but just being honest here. 2.5 out of 5 match. Our next match from round 2, Jeff Cobb's taking on Ray Horace. They got the speed of Horace versus the power of Cobb. Horace is a guy that each time I see him, he improves. Hard to believe this is a guy that, not that long ago, a few years ago, I was watching, he was working at Wildcat Sports and putting on pretty good little matches. Cobb has it all to be a main event guy anywhere he ends up at. Wish this match had gotten a bit more time, but 2 out of 5. Next round 2 match, Shingo Takagi taking on Robbie Eagles. I don't think I've ever seen Shingo before, but I know the name. Eagles is one I've seen once or twice before they in New Japan. Very impressive. Really good match, but I do wish Eagles had won. But the best match so far was a 3 out of 5. Really, really good match. Now we get another round 2 match. This is SEMA. I'm really enjoying AEW now, of course. Joey Janela, which, damn. See, this is Joey Janela I enjoy watching. Not sure what has changed since Joey went to AEW, but he's one from a guy whose matches I look forward to, the guy who I just want to skip his matches. SEMA is great. I'm so happy now he's in the Fed one where people can see him. He's one of those guys I discovered thanks to the Death Valley Driver video review online zines. No idea what Death Valley Driver video review is. Google it. It's a great way to learn about all kinds of wrestling. It started back in the not even late 90s, like mid-90s. It was online at the Rexport Pro Wrestling, the Usenet group, and now it's its own website. They don't put out issues that often anymore, but it's like sort of like 8 different guys. It started like 2 guys doing it, and then it was 8. Now it's just 2. Everything. The only thing in now is on the one that do put out issues now is that if the match is online, like Daily Motion or YouTube, they put it in there. So you can go watch the match. And I learned about a lot of wrestling there. This match ended up being about 4 minutes longer than it really needed to be. Even though I thought Janela was really good in this, I do wish SEMA had won, but Joey Janela ends up winning 2 out of 5. Next round 2 matches is Walter taking on Jonah Rock. Never heard of Rock. I think he's an Australian guy. I'm not sure on that. Walter's another one I learned about thanks to DB Death Valley Driver video review. I used to get WXW shows just to watch Walter matches. I'm so happy now he's in NXT UK. I think it's NXT UK and getting good pay. Okay, match. Nothing about Rock really stood out to me. Really short match. Maybe it was longer. I would have enjoyed it more. 2 out of 5. Then we get to the round 2 match. And when I saw the line, I was like, okay, this is probably going to be the best match of round 2. And it was. This is Bandito versus Flamita. Fuck yeah. Bandito is so damn good. I hope Ring of Honor uses him. Well, he's injured right now. Flamita is almost as good as Bandito. Flamita kind of reminds me of like Ultimo Guerrero back in like 2000 through 2003. Call me biased because I really do love me some Lucha Libre. This is the best match on the show so far. 3 out of 5. Really good match. Bandito ends up winning. Then we get a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Tag Team title match. You got the champions, which are the Rascals, and the incarnation of the Rascals is Dez and Wentz taking on Lucha Brothers, Penta and Phoenix. Figured these seasons would have a damn good match, and it was, but there's a few times where it felt like one of the guys forgot what spot was fixing to happen and kind of just threw everybody off. And that kind of reminds me of this as a recording, the previous week's AEW Dynamite where we had Lucha Brothers versus Private Party. It felt like the same thing happened. And I don't remember ever seeing this happen before these 2 matches and Lucha Brother matches. I don't know what's up there. 2.5 out of 5. Rascals end up winning, keeping the titles. Now we're on to round 3 Ebola. And Jeff Cobb taking on Trevor Lee. And this is like a 20-second match. I mean, Jeff Cobb just comes out and squashes the hell out of Lee. I was hoping they'd be a longer match. I thought these 2 would be an interesting match. I've never seen them face each other before, like both guys, but because it was so short, 1.5 out of 5. Worst match on the show. It's just because of the length. We got another round 3 matches. This is Bandito taking on Joey Janela. And maybe they could have cut like 5 minutes from this match and given it time to Cobb and Lee. And Bandito manages to really cover or work with Janela's limitations. Bandito ends up winning, so he goes on next round, 3 out of 5. Then we got our final round 3 match, which is Shingo taking on Walter. Kind of surprised that Walter lost this. When did he get signed to WWE? I'm not exactly sure on that. Very, very good match. Almost a match of the show. 3.5 out of 5. Shingo ends up winning. And then, as always, they have the kind of annual tradition, but they have a 10-man tag right before the main event of the last night. And this one's got Dan Barry, Darby Allin, Jody Fleisch, PCO, and Puma King taking on Adam Brooks, David Starr, GJZ, T-Hawk, and Timothy Thatcher. And look, shows how much the scene has changed since just a year ago. One team, you got Darby Allin, who's signed to AEW. PCO's under contract at Ring of Honor. Puma King's MLW. The other side, you get DJZ, he's in NXT now. T-Hawk is in AEW. That's the annual bowl of 10-man tag. Out of the 10-man of the match, I've never seen or heard of Adam Brooks before, but he's okay. Sounds a match where PCO, Dan Barry, and David Starr. David Starr is so damn good. But because he has a habit of speaking his mind, I don't really see him getting signed to WWE. And I hear there's issues between him and the Young Bucks. I don't think he'll get AEW. But hey, it means I'll keep seeing him all over the place having great matches with pretty much anyone he faces. He had a really good match track down against Orange Cassidy. He's probably the best Orange Cassidy match I've seen with Orange working as Orange Cassidy. And I get that this 10-man tag's tradition bowl, but they could have cut a little bit of time for this and given some of the more important matches on the card. But hey, understand, 2.5 out of 5, not bad. And then we got our main event. This is going to be a 3-way elimination match. You got Bandito versus Shingo versus Cobb. And this is, it's an elimination about 10 minutes into it. Bandito eliminates Shingo. And we got like 15-minute just great battle between Cobb and Bandito. And Cobb wins. It's one of those matches I feel should have had about 5 more minutes. But even without it, this is the best match of the show. All 3 guys came out there wanting to impress and steal the show, and they did. 4 out of 5. Great match. It's where, I'm pretty sure you can buy these on DVD like each night separately. This is definitely buy this. The overall show is a 2.67 out of 5, so really good. I'll go ahead and do one of my little items here. That's it for wrestling. So if you don't care about seeing junk from my collection, go ahead and turn it off now. I'm going to show off this. This is a neat one. This was given to me think it was last year's Christmas present. These are teammates, is what they're called. And this is a box set. I think they're blonde bad figures, I'm pretty sure. This is a box set of a bunch of them. And the first thing it came with like the box looks like a wrestling ring. You had this Hall of Fame puzzle, which is still sealed, as you can see, as the mat. And take apart. I had to decide what I'm gonna do with these. I just found this recently. I forgot I had these. And teammates are little bitty small figures, like okay, so there's Jake the Snake, and see they got a little hole in the bottom. I guess you can put them on a pencil, maybe. But they're neat little figures. If I had like some of these to be on my car, there's old Jake the Snake. Excuse my god awful nails. I chew my nails. I quit smoking years ago, and I chew my nails hard now. We got the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, who the hair and the eye ain't right, but that's old Shawn. That's the older Shawn. Oh, it's Andre. Look at the mutton chops on him. I just watched a Ken Shamrock match from TNA, like the earliest TNA, and he had the mutton chops. Kind of, man, Matt Hardy kind of looks like this now. One thing I did notice is that now they're the same size. They didn't make Andre any taller than the rest. Here we got Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's gonna open a can of whoop ass, but it's gonna be a little bit small can because he's tiny. Oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yes, say everything twice. Say everything twice. Oh, it's Bret the Hitman Hart with his 5 moves of doom. Kind of like the Young Bucks with their 5 moves that just suck. 5 spots suck. Never was a huge fan of Hart. Good wrestler, just I don't know. Never got into it much. Now this one, I wish it was a different face paint. This is Crow Sting. I'm more of a Surfer Sting guy. By the time he became Crow Sting, I was just kind of like, yeah, I was over Sting. But to me, my favorite era of Sting is when he was teaming up with he's part of Hot Stuff International, Hot Stuff High International, and Mid South, and Sting with a heel. Oh, listen up, you maggots! It's Sergeant Slaughter, good old Sarge, and this is good guy Sergeant Slaughter, not Iraqi sympathizer or whatever else. Sarge, one of the guys I never realized how good a wrestler he was. Kind of got older and started seeing older stuff he does. Mankind with Mr. Sacco. Oh, the original Hot Rod, the original Roddy Piper, not Ronda Rousey, Roddy Piper. R.I.P. Sir. And then, woo! Styling and profiling, baby. Ric Flair. Was that it? Oh, I got one more. Ultimate Warrior. Well, these might end up going up for sale at the next show I'm at. If they do, I'm probably going to do them individually, each figure, and then the puzzle. I'm not sure, but it's late. It's really late. I need to get me some sleep. But I hope everybody enjoyed that. And if you watched all the way through, tell me who is one guy that's not signed to like Ring of Honor, New Japan, AEW, WWE, the big leagues. Who you think deserves to be? And had to do that. And if you want to, if you can find one in the comment, your name first, cool link to one of their matches here on YouTube. I'm always looking for new wrestlers to watch and enjoy. So hope everybody enjoyed that. And if you did, remember, thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you, everybody that watches this. Thank you. Big shout out to Captain Brandon, horror film lover. I tried doing this earlier, and I just kind of got distracted a little bit, so I ended up chatting with him for a while. I don't know if that one's going to go up or not, but I had a blast. And I'm going to try to start scheduling these during time frame when more people get on and chat while I'm doing them. I'm doing them live now because it's just easier for me. I was shooting them on my webcam, converting them, and then uploading them. And it was taking quite a long time. Whereas I used to do a lot. Quality's a little bit less, but hey, it works. So hope everybody enjoyed. Talk to everybody later. Bye bye.